Negotiable Instruments Act, Section 22, Maturity and Days of Grace. Section 22 of the Negotiable Instruments Act, 1881 deals with the concept of maturity of negotiable instruments and introduces the rule regarding days of grace. This provision is crucial in determining the exact date on which payment becomes legally due and enforceable. 1. Meaning of maturity. Section 22 provides that the maturity of a promissory note or bill of exchange is the date on which it falls due for payment, meaning the final date when the instrument must be paid. On that date the holder is entitled to demand payment, and if payment is not made the instrument is dishonored, thereby making maturity the enforceable due date of the instrument. 2. Application to promissory notes and bills of exchange. Section 22 applies specifically to promissory notes and bills of exchange and does not extend to checks, as checks are payable on demand and do not have a fixed maturity date. 3. Meaning of days of grace. Section 22 further introduces the concept of days of grace by providing that every promissory note or bill of exchange not expressed to be payable on demand, at sight, or on presentment shall mature on the third day after the date on which it is expressed to be payable. This means that 3 additional days, known as days of grace, are added to the due date for determining maturity. 4. Purpose of days of grace. The rule of days of grace exists to provide additional time for payment, allow flexibility in commercial transactions, prevent immediate dishonor on the exact stated date, and promote fairness and convenience in trade. Historically, this practice developed as a commercial custom and has since been incorporated into law. 5. How to calculate maturity. Step 1. Identify the date on which the instrument is expressed to be payable. Step 2. Add 3 days of grace. Step 3. The third day becomes the date of maturity. 6. Instruments not entitled to days of grace. Days of grace are not applicable to instruments payable on demand, at sight, or on presentment, as such instruments are payable immediately and do not receive any additional days. 7. Legal effect of maturity. On the date of maturity, the holder is entitled to lawfully demand payment, and if payment is not made the instrument is dishonored, legal remedies may be initiated, and the liability of the parties becomes enforceable. Although payment made before maturity is valid, the right to enforce payment arises only upon maturity. 8. Importance in commercial transactions. Understanding maturity and days of grace is important because they determine when interest calculation ceases, affect limitation periods, guide banking practices regarding presentment, and ensure uniformity in fixing due dates. Banks and financial institutions strictly adhere to these rules when handling negotiable instruments. For more details, contact us.